starting group. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Edwards. And it's Russell in at the 1. You look at Minnesota, the 7th best record through the regular season. But, Grant, that position is more perilous than in years past.
Well, B.A., what was once an automatic ticket to face the second seed has become this. They've got to win one of the next 2 games to escape elimination.
Pass to Zubac. George for 3. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
To the right side. Beverly outside. And here's Russell. Launches it. The shot won't fall. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to Jackson. Back to Batum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
They get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. About a minute into this first quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George against Beverly. Nice shot by George. George has got 5.
Just surveying the defense, and Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Outside Russell. Now Edwards. Clock at 6. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Timberwolves on D. It's a 3-point game. Zubac with a screen on Beverly. Unloads from 13. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off target with the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Beverly shot off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 so far. Back to Jackson. The 3, George. George with another miss. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown.
And when you watch Towns, one thing is clear. He's one of the best in the league. He gives you so much when he's on the floor.
Towns on a screen. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, defense giving it their all. And D'Angelo not bothered by anything at this point.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. And you know, Grant, with Towns, he's arguably one of the top dozen big men in the league.
And you forget how young he is, B.A. I mean, a few years from now, he might be top 5. He has all the tools necessary to be a superstar.
Pass to Jackson. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
What a display of court awareness from Jackson. Coaches value guys who can effectively execute in pick and rolls.
Now here's Towns. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Now Russell. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Up top, George. Pass to Jackson. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Zubac against Russell. And here's Edwards outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Batum. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's George on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Beverly, the pass to Edwards. Beverly outside. Towns on a screen. The three. And Beverly's good for three. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Fast break, Minnesota. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Edwards got his second bucket of the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Up and over Russell. Jackson gets the bucket.
The jumper is so consistent for Jackson. He's got a great touch on his shot and good accuracy as well.
Beverly, the pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Beverly for three. And another three for Minnesota.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. George for three. Hits the trifecta. George has got 8.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Pass to Towns. Got a hand on it. George against Beverly. Tries the spin move. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Zubac finds Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's George. And the jam by George.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Russell, the pass to Towns.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. And Beasley has subbed in for Beverly. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. Powell comes in for Batum. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Up top, Powell. Guarded by Edwards. Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Towns, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Beasley. Can they get it? That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Hartenstein. Down low. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 3. Pass to Prince. Towns with the ball. He's against Hartenstein. Beasley misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Jackson against Russell. Jackson down low. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Towns. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Beasley. Edwards got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Jackson outside. It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Back to Powell. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
From the line. And that one hits the back iron. The Clippers in the lead. Out left to the wing. Back to Jackson. Powell outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
High post Towns. Now Edwards. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Russell from outside. Now pulls it in.
They're getting cold in here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
George for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns just got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Driving to the basket. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
The 3, George. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
It's Edwards on the wing. 3-pointer. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 9.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Lets the 3 fly. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Beasley against Jackson. Beasley outside. Pass to Russell. Shoots over Powell. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for Russell.
First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves. At the line for 1.
For young all-stars like Towns, expectations can be so high, but he's only continued to perfect his game and does all he can to exceed those expectations.
Here's Mann, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Powell for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Prince. The 3 ball. Can't get it to drop. And for the Clippers, they're shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Back to Hartenstein. Now here's Covington. Powell against Beasley. Shot left block. Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
That gives them the lead. Towns has got 9.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Now here's Powell. Pass to man. Here's Kennard. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
It just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
The Timberwolves trail. We've got Naz Reid, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Beasley in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Noel. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Beasley with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Beasley misses. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Clippers lead by 5.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Luke Kennard, just a dangerous shooter out there on the floor, and he can also make some plays, but it's that over 40% from deep that keeps him dangerous.
Beasley misses. Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Batum. Outside Covington. Over McDaniels. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And now it's a 7-point Clipper lead. And with Kennard in his shooting, the only complaint would be the volume.
Well, that might be the case, PA, but he's got to be on the floor more to be used in a more consistent role. So hard to ask a guy to give you more without getting more minutes.
First team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Jordan McLaughlin. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, you look at last year's play-in game, 7 versus 8. It produced some incredible moments. You have Tatum putting 50 on Washington, and then, of course, LeBron hitting the three-pointer to help the Lakers advance. That sets a high bar for these players tonight.
And you want to talk about individual performances, but what about Russell Westbrook down the stretch last season? Making triple-doubles look easy. Washington was completely out of it by the All-Star break, but he and Beal willed them to an 8th seed.
Here's Mann. Pass to Zubac. Here's Kennard from deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, another interesting scenario last year. Storied franchises like the Lakers, Celtics, and Warriors, they had to fight to qualify. In past years, they would have cruised into the playoffs, winning just enough games to get there. Not the case with the play-in system.
And you talk about the Lakers. They, along with Portland and Dallas, had must-win games for the final 3 weeks. And amazingly, all of them finished with a record of 42-30. The Lakers sink into the 7th spot due to tiebreakers.
Minnesota with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the jam by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Noel. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's Batum penetrating. Oh, he picked him clean. It's McDaniels on the wing. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Reed sets a screen. Puts it up from 12. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Some changes for Minnesota. Beverly, he's checked in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Mann.
One shot.
Shooting one.
The Clippers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Jackson, the pass to Covington. George for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Russell, the pass to Reed. Now Edwards. There's the 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that.
Jackson, pass to Covington. It's George on the wing. Inside. And George with the jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Pass to Vanderbilt. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Back to Jackson. Here's Batum. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. Vanderbilt with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Russell. Pass to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
He's a star in this league. Paul George's desire to win a championship continues to drive him.
George hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Vanderbilt inside. Out to Beverly. Pass to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Edwards outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Batum. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Jackson following the score by Minnesota. Back to George. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Out to Beverly. Reed, a screen on George. Second chance effort. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. That one's good for 2. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14. Shoots over Jackson. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Pass to George. Launches a 3. Reed with the rebound.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Outside for Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Beverly with it. Guarded by Covington. Rejected by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
Pass to Batum. Jackson on the wing. Vanderbilt with the block. Here's Russell. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jackson outside. Here's Batum. Puts it up from the high post. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Timeout for the Timberwolves. Which crowd is sensitive towards the defense? All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves center.
Changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Reed. Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. And Beasley has subbed in for Beverly. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Covington. Now here's Jackson. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Here's Edwards. Counted. Edwards has got 9 points now in the quarter. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's George. And counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Jackson against Russell. Pass to Towns. Beasley outside. From outside the arc. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Beasley's got 6 points.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Hartenstein. Covered by Towns. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hartenstein a screen. From 11 feet away. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
I mean, If height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
Now here's Russell, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Beasley outside. From the arc. Kept alive by Minnesota. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Russell from downtown. Counted from distance. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
To the wing on the left. Here's Hartenstein, covered by Towns. Now here's Jackson. Hartenstein a screen. Fires top of the key. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
With him struggling tonight, you need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
George with it. Russell covering. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's his third.
What a great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
It also feels like they just got into a great rhythm from the three-point line right away in the game.
Noel, he's checked in for Russell. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Jackson.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's Noel, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Towns. It's tipped.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Terrence Mann, one of those guys in the draft that maybe people didn't realize was this good, and the Clippers have done a good job of developing him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Zubac, he's checked in for the Clippers. Powell comes in for George. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
There's 39 seconds left in the second. Outside Edwards. Shot from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. Here's Powell. Tipped.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
I mean, just been out, man. Wow.
And make it happen.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They can't be happy with their defense, allowing over 50% shooting. They need to be a lot more aggressive at that end of the floor. Get those hands up, move your feet, do the Ernie shuffle, bop, 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 the Ernie shuffle, bop, bop, bop.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They're ahead, yeah, but not by much, Kenny. This is where it gets fun, for the fans anyway.
You know, the play-in tournament makes it exciting, and it also gives it like a sense of urgency. The teams that are there are deserving a playoff spot, and they're fighting for it down to the finish.
And the league has done a great job of tweaking formats to create more competition. Tonight's a great example. This one's likely to go down to the wire.
That'll do it for us. We take you out of the second half, which should be exciting.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And welcome back to 2K Sports coverage of the play-in game as we move to the second half of action. And so in the game for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the 3.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Timberwolves foul. Jared Vanderbilt. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. Vanderbilt with the block. Outside Edwards. Pass to Vanderbilt. Right wing. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The lead is 2. Here's Russell. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Zubac's high post. Pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. George outside. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. George has got 27.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Edwards finds Towns. Now here's Russell. On the take. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Jackson pass to Zubac. Over to the wing. And here's George. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Beverly. Up and in on the layup. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
To the left wing. Jackson against Russell. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the left side wing. Here's Vanderbilt. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Russell against Jackson. Pass to George. Here's Batum. The 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Back to Vanderbilt. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Zubac passes to George. Jackson, right side. There's the drive. And the bucket is good. Jackson's got 6 points.
Soft touch on the lay-in. Not everyone has that.
High post Towns. Outside Edwards. Russell against Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
George outside. Zubac's high post. Worked it on Vanderbilt. Pass to George. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. George has got 6 in the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Vanderbilt. He's guarded by Zubac. Outside Edwards. Towns is screen on Jackson. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 8 assists in the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Back to Jackson. Pass to George. From 10 feet away. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Towns on a screen. Leaner from distance. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Batum for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Shots good by Towns.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision. A great pass.
And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Powell comes in for Batum. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Here's McDaniels, covered by Covington. Pass to Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Over Powell. And the shot no good, a bit short. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. George outside. Jackson outside. Towns against Covington. Back to Jackson. This for the tie! McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Pass to Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 8 points here in the quarter.
You know, Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Beverly. George passes to Jackson. 4-3. George, and that's good. George has got 11 in the second half.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns on a screen. McDaniels can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if they're going to keep missing layups.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Second team foul.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Beasley comes in for Beverly. Here's Powell. This for the tie. And the layup is up and in. Powell's got 6.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's McDaniels, defended by Kennard. To the inside. Powell with a steal. Kennard, left side. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Was unable to do so.
Pass to McDaniels. Beasley with it. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from 9 feet away. Give him 8.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
It's Powell on the wing. Covington, a screen on Beasley. Here's Powell driving in, and he comes up with a bucket. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Spins. For the lead. That shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. With the step back. Pass to Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Towns has got 19.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Kennard outside. Here's the 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Prince. Beyond the arc. Kennard with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Outside Covington. Hartenstein a screen. Kennard on the wing for the lead. Hits a 3-pointer. Kennard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to McLaughlin. That's it. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 6 assists in the game. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Kennard outside. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Noel, he's checked in for McLaughlin. Here's Mann. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
14 foul. At the line for the Clippers, Terrence Mann. 2 shots.
2 shots. Last from the first.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. And the 3-pointer goes. McDaniel's got 6.
And with his height, the defense unable to impact the shot on the closeout.
Here's Mann. Good on the 13-footer. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Prince. Towns a screen on Covington. Prince goes back up. It's McDaniels on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got his 7th assist here tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Powell outside. Shoots over Beasley. And the Clippers again with a bucket. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we welcome you back as we head into the fourth quarter of this decisive play-in game. We've got Jalen Noel, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the Clippers, Zubac, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Jackson in for Kennard.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson.
And the Clippers with the ball. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Mann. Now here's Zubac. Here's Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
The first free throw is good. And so Jackson nails both of them. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. Beasley outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got rebound number 8 now. Jackson against Russell. George is screen on Russell. And Jackson, here we go. Vanderbilt with the block. Out of bounds, the Clippers will keep possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 3 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. That doesn't go either for Jackson.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Beasley. Tipped away. Back to Russell. Here's Prince. It's Beasley on the wing. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Powell outside. Zubac's inside. Working on Vanderbilt. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Edwards in for Beasley. Batum is checked in for the Clippers. Minnesota's gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Vanderbilt. Outside Russell. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Jackson. Great D that time from Beverly. The Timberwolves have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Edwards. An easy 2 on the layup. Edwards has got 22. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Out to the wing. Back to Jackson. George, right side. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Beverly, right side. Pass to Edwards. Russell with the ball. George defending. Vanderbilt with a screen. Russell from outside. Batum pulls it in.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
George passes to Zubac. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Pass to Edwards. Beverly outside. Shoots over Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Batum. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
The ball's knocked loose. Beverly finds Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Now Zubac. Now here's George. Covered by Towns. Shot clock at 5. George's shot is good.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Back to Batum. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jackson. Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was calm but confident. He asked them to be quicker getting to their offense and intense on D. He said, we're right there. We have to get some quick hitters and then pressure the ball. He knows they're low on time, but he sees a way back.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 25 points.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Zubac's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside for Russell. To tie it up. It's rebounded by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Back to Jackson. To the left side wing. George outside. Shoots over Beverly.
So fun watching Patrick Beverly just get after it and alter shots. How much energy he plays with.
To the inside. Shots good by Towns. 21 points in the game.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Out left to the wing. Back to George. Jackson outside. George outside. Jackson with a screen on Beverly. George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Vanderbilt. To take the lead. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
A nice shot by Zubac.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
George has the open look. Great look there, but off target.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Takes the three. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. And the shot goes.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
It's Edwards on the wing. Takes a 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Russell. Tries the spin move. Minnesota with a rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Down low. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on George. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Batum. Up top, Zubac. Jackson with it. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by George.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
And Minnesota calls time here. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Here's Russell. The shot off that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Pass to George. Jackson against Edwards. Here's George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. Minnesota's shooting about 47%. A nice number. Now Beverly, who in the drought, gets the 3-ball to go.
Now this is huge. If Beverly's out there and is behind the arc knocking them down, the offense is going to crank up.
Out to the right wing. A minute 35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Blocked! And here's Jackson. Batum in the post. Guarded by Russell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, you add to that their block totals tonight. They've been very feisty and active on the defensive end.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. He hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Russell, the pass to Beverly. Jackson against Russell. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
They get the rebound. And that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 9.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Batum. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance. And here's George. Beverly defending. Here's Batum. And they did it. Big win for the LA Clippers. And victories like this are what make the play-in format so interesting. The 8th seed now a lock for the playoffs with this victory.
Yeah, and now they've moved up a spot to the 7th seed. They use this play-in game as an opportunity to improve their situation.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. Tonight, just an appetizer for what's in store beyond these play-in games. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
you